Good evening. We're on Don Outdoor Adventures. Don the Outdoorsman here. Had a request from my brother. He wanted me to fillet up some catfish and do it from start to finish. I know years ago when I was growing up, we cleaned catfish. We skinned them out with a pair of pliers, and some people tacked them onto a tree and just grabbed them with the skinners and pulled the skin down, and then we would stake them out, probably about that thick with the bone in. And you know, back then we wasn't wasting no kind of fish. We was blessed to get fish, and when we got it, we tried to eat every part of it. Over time, I've learned that that's not the best way to eat catfish due to the mud vein and the fat that's on it. So you have to trim the red meat off of there until you come down to the white portion of the meat. And that's, to me, that's the better part of the catfish. But the old timers, they still like to stake it out, which is fine. But over time, I've learned to cut them up, fillet them up, and I don't skin them no more because I found that it's a lot easier and quicker to use an electric fillet knife to skin them out. You just cut them down, that fillet, and flip it, and then go back over it to take that skin off with the electric fillet knife. So that's what I'm gonna show you this evening. A friend of mine brought me some nice big catfish over, and I said, well, that was my day off, but I don't mind this kind of work, so I make it look easy, and it's pretty easy to me. Always wear your rubber gloves when you're doing any kind of fish, wild animals, because you don't know what kind of bacteria might be on them that can get into your bloodstream. So you want to be careful with that. That's why I always try to wear gloves, rubber gloves. And I got two electric knives here. One is the electric Fisherman Mr. Twister. You can see that. And then this is one made by Berkeley. I had it, not Berkeley, but Rapala. You can see Rapala on there. And it's a good fillet knife. I'm still looking for that really powerful fillet knife. And I got my old trusty fillet knife that's razor sharp. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of both with it and see what we can come up with. I know sometimes people forget about how to operate the blades on this thing. It's got a blade release, this thing right here. You gotta push it, and your blades hopefully will go in place like they should and click. They clicked in place, they're in there, they're not coming out. So we're ready to cut up some fish. So let's see what we can do right quick. Another trick tip, a tip I like to use is just using an old rag, because that fish will slip on you sometime, but this old rag will keep them in place and you can go ahead and do the work. So we're gonna try to get this old camera set up, locked down, and we're gonna get busy. We're gonna start out with Mr. Channel. Nice channel cat that we got there. And I like to start right here where that little hook behind this fin here is right here. So you just make a cut down till you hit those ribs and backbones. Then you come back across the top here. So I'm gonna come down, curve it around, try to work my way down. You see I'm working down that, straight down the spine there. Then I wanna punch it through, down by this fin, come through there with it, and I'm through there. Then you just follow that spine, that backbone. And just like that. And then you can flip that meat over. There it is right there. You just come back up in here and trim again. And I'm just going down the side of that rib cage. Can you see that? Yeah, right alongside there. And there's the fillet right there. We're gonna do this other side. You do the same thing. Come over here on this side of that dorsal fin. I try to stay close as I can to it. Come up by the head, turn it, go down, and then I'm going down the side of the rib, right there above that belly fin. Then I punch it through. Then just follow that spine. Come down again, and just trim that meat off. And there you have it. I don't like messing with the belly meat because that's what we grew up on, thinking we had some good catfish when it really was just belly meat of the catfish, and they call that catfish nuggets. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like, just to get you an idea so you know the difference in the meat. So right here, I'm gonna go down here and cut this off. It's gonna get a little messy, but I'm gonna cut right above the ribs. Okay, we're gonna throw this carcass away in the bucket. All right, now, that's all fat right there. But this right here, y'all remember that gray that we seen on the catfish we thought we was eating? But you can come down here with your fillet knife and do the same thing. You cut down and turn it and just go like that. And there you go. This is what they call nuggets. That's kind of what it looked like in the package when you got it when you was younger. But I don't do that no more. But what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna get these fillets ready. I might have a little rib piece in it, but you're gonna come back here and just put your fingers right here on the edge, turn that knife, and then just go up with it. Just like that. Flip it over. There's the skin. I ain't got to do no pulling. I ain't got to do no pliers or none of that. And like I was saying, you get this little piece off right here. That red meat is what's all the fat and everything in there. You see all that? That right there is the red meat. All that gray right there. You want to trim all that off till you come down to the white meat. So I'm gonna do that right now. You can do it with your fillet knife or your regular knife. So let's take it, just a light fillet off of there. And see, that's white meat. See, that's all fat, grease, blood, mud vein, nasty. Right there is number meat. Right here, you can trim again if you want to get that out. I do strips when I do my fish. I cut it up in strips, and I get rid of all that. So right here is another one that's kind of the fatty area here. You just want to take that off. I'm gonna get my other knife. And see, this is how I do my catfish. I come down here on the side, right here, and I just cut just like that, avoiding that mud vein. See, that's a nice little strip. Then I come back over here and cut that piece off. That's where all the bad stuff is, right there. Just cut all that out of the way. And see, that's another nice strip. And then I just come in here and cut strips like that. See, I got a bone right there, so I'm gonna have to get that off. There's a little rib bone I left on there, so we're gonna get that out of there. Got it. But that's a nice little strip. Right there. That's what it's all about right there. Then I'm gonna do the other ones. I cut that in a little close, so I got some fin bone on there. So I'm just gonna come back in. Come back right here, get all that fin bone out. And you can do the same thing with a sharp knife, just like I did with the electric. I'm gonna take that skin off because we still got skin on that side. So I'm gonna come in here, put my fingers in here, hold it, and I'm just gonna work that knife back and forth, pull the meat, the skin as I go. And there you have it. There again, I said trim all that off, just like that. Get all that gray, that red meat off of there, till you come down to the white meat. Then, like I said, you make strips. Getting all that red meat, that mud vein off of there. And there you have it. That's how you fillet and skin out a catfish using an electric fillet knife. Just like that. And there you have it. Number strips. And that's how we do it on Don Outdoor Adventures. Let me see if I can turn this thing. There we go. That's how we do it. Like I said, the electric fillet knives are great. You can, like I said, you can get your work done a whole lot faster, and it saves a lot of time, and it's a lot easier than trying to skin a catfish out, especially if you get a big catfish. You got to do a lot of pulling. I know when I was in Chicago and I cleaned that big old blue cat, man, I was tired. My arms were sore and everything because I had cleaned so many fish, but that catfish really took its toll. So, but like I said, I'm just trying to show you a little bit easier way. You might gut a fish or two, you might mess them up, but you got to keep practicing at it to get good at it. Just like anything, you got to practice at it. But like I said, that's how you fillet a catfish using an electric fillet knife, getting that red meat out, getting that gray meat, the mud vein, getting all that stuff out the way, cutting it into strips, and then it'll eat a lot better. All right, we'll see you next time on Don Outdoor Adventures, cutting up catfish. All right.